let's talk about this one because this story just stood out to me. Electric vehicle adoption is soaring across the world, but one state in the United States of America is kind of doing the opposite. Wyoming wants to phase out new electric vehicle sales by 2035. Oh. According to state officials, Wyoming would need to build massive amounts of new power generation to sustain the misadventures, that's them, misadventures of electrical vehicles. That's the end of the quote. A group of lawmakers say Wyoming is proud and values their oil and gas industry that it's created. Countless jobs have been created through those industries and contribute to the revenue of that state. They're pushing legislation through to you know, but I think it's symbolic. Let's talk about this. They add a lack of they don't have the right infrastructure for charging the EVs in the state yet. EVs are impractical, quote, that's what they say. Now, experts say this legislation that they're putting through is symbolic, and it's just to show support for certain industries as another industry takes over. Now, Wyoming is a huge state, and they have a lot of mining that happens in that state as well.
Yeah.
And uranium is perhaps one that creates electricity. So it's interesting that they're stepping out and just making a symbolic gesture towards gas and oil. But everybody's kind of changing Wyoming, and I know you're trying to make a statement, but is that the right statement to make?
It is. It reminds you of the towns that vote not to have this new technology like a road come through their town, and then they build the road around it, and then they end up losing all those people in the town because people don't realize that they're going to take that road and just head right to a place that's offering everything. And so that's, I mean, it's unfortunate only because that train's left the station.
Oh, it's happening.
EV is here.
It's interesting. We were talking earlier, one of the stats in the earlier shows, about 8% of the global population, 5 to 8%, adopted EVs. That used to be 1 to 2%.
Yeah.
So things are changing fast. I'm interested to see what that number is going to be next year.
Right. It's growing very quickly, and the more tax incentives they keep adding.
What got you on board? What got you on board? Was that incentive?
Well, I mean, and the Jeep is pink, and you can plug it in. I mean, it's great. 35 miles.
That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff.